Hi, Sarah Pacaro, transformational therapist. I want to share with you today, if you've been in a toxic and unhealthy relationship, you have been conned in many ways. Today we're going to talk about 8 ways that narcissists con you. And it's not fun if you've been in a relationship with one or still are and are wondering what the heck happened, what's going on. Hopefully this video helps you. So these 8 ways that narcissists con you. Narcissists are pretenders. They are master manipulators, and they often use this overt bullying, these bullying techniques or grandiose gestures or deception. Deception is at the heart of narcissism. They rely on what's called this false bravado. They rely on dishonesty. They rely on lies. They rely on cover-ups, and they elaborate this posturing to manipulate others. So we're going to cover today 8 ways that narcissists con. The first one you will notice is what's called intermittent reinforcement. That's a big word. What does that mean? So let's think about it like a lab rat. A lab rat who gets a food pellet every time they press a lever will quickly lose interest when the food stops. So on the other hand, rats who receive a food pellet only some of the times that they press the lever, they kind of linger indefinitely. They repeatedly press the lever in hopes of receiving that little treat. And similarly, narcissists, they use sparse, unpredictable patterns to dole out treats like praise or attention or money or opportunities. They don't consistently give it. Sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't, like that little rat pressing that lever. Every once in a while, the narcissist will say something nice to you. They'll do something nice for you, and they'll bestow their charm or attention upon you. But you'll notice you don't get it all the time. It's intermittent and sparingly. And the rewards seem magnified because they're rare. It's like, oh, and that's how they keep you hooked. And more than that, it's like a thirsty person in the desert. Like you're walking through the Sahara Desert. You need a drink. And every now and again, they give you a little sip of water, You're dying for thirst, and they're like, here you go. And you keep going back. So they overvalue anything positive. You may overvalue anything positive that you get from a narcissist, given how often you feel criticized, how often you feel deprived, ignored, or used when you are around them. The next thing you'll notice is this false flattery. So narcissists are so desperately hungry for praise, attention, validation, recognition, that they assume that other people are as well. They may tell you that you're special. You're so special. Only you understand me. Only you know how to love me and take care of me. In truth, this narcissistic flattery is not based on who you really are. Narcissists rarely see other people for who they are. They see you in terms of what you can do for them. So there's a sense of false flattery. You're the only one that gets me, which is simply untrue. It's another lie, another manipulation tactic. You'll notice there's always strings attached, and you feel like a little puppet with them. Narcissists live in a win-lose world. They don't live in a win-win world. They live in a win-lose world. They rarely give or freely give their gifts. They always come with a price tag. They give you something, there's a price tag. There's a hidden agenda. When narcissists give a gift, even if it's a gift of praise, admiration, a nice compliment, it's always a matter of time before they remind you of that gift that they gave you in a way that they guilt trip you into doing even more for them. It sucks. It's a really crappy feeling. And then you'll notice this faint praise. This faint praise is narcissists crave praise, but in their world, it's viewed as scarce, as a rare commodity. And as a result, they are unlikely to praise other people completely. For example, when you show up and you have a new hairstyle, they may say something as like, oh, well, look at you. And you're left wondering, well, look at me. What does that mean? Was that a compliment? Praise and compliments may be given, but they're qualified. So they may say something like, well, at least you did better than last time. I mean, last time you screwed up big time. So it's a faint praise. It's very small, and you're not left feeling like, ooh. You're left going, oh, I did better, but last time I just majorly screwed up. That's part of this game, this manipulation. The fifth one is you'll notice lowered expectations. Narcissists disappoint others so often that disappointment becomes the norm. This serves the narcissist. As people come to expect less and less from them, then the narcissist is free to get away with more and more and more. So they are constantly lowering expectations, so they don't have to take responsibility or accountability. They simply are off doing whatever they want, and you've just come to expect it. The sixth thing is you'll notice this promised protection. I had no idea the impact of this on my life, but this promised protection. Narcissists seek to convince you that by proximity to them, by proximity to their wealth, by proximity to their power, to their charm, to their beauty, or their wit, will protect you in a dangerous world. So many people who end up being in toxic and unhealthy relationships feel that the world is scary, it's unsafe, and they have a laundry list of reasons why. And the narcissist has these promised protections. They will keep you safe in this dangerous world. And their goal in making you feel this is to instill dependency. So kind of like the spider said to the fly, hey, come into my web, I'll protect you. And you feel like you are that fly that gets caught, trapped in that web. However, any form of protection racket, the costs generally outweigh the benefits. The closer you get to the narcissist and them, the more and more and more you depend on them, the greater the chances that you will feel trapped, just like that fly caught in the spider web. And you may end up, just like that fly, being a tasty treat for their egos. You'll notice this faux vulnerability. It's not genuine, authentic vulnerability. Just as the narcissist will tell you that they need you. They will pretend to need you. They will tell you they can't live without you. Their goal in doing this is to make you feel indispensable and appeal to your ego. In addition, they make you feel guilty for what you should think of not doing, abiding by, or leaving them. No, you shouldn't do that. You should do this. They make you feel guilty for everything that you do, which often leads to you feeling so isolated. Everything that you do is associated with guilt. So you pull away, you retreat, you stop talking to family and friends because you feel guilty. They're over there triangulating and making you feel like they're not good for you anyway. The person who knows best is them, because they're the one that loves you the most. They are tremendously vulnerable, and they're not going to let you see that vulnerability, because to a narcissist, vulnerability is a weakness, when in actuality, it's a strength. But their identities are built on a house of cards. They are so quick to fall down, become shattered and smashed, easily collapse when their egos are not constantly fed. So they have this faux vulnerability. The con is that they need you in particular. They don't need you as the unique, amazing, loving person that you are. They just need someone to constantly praise them, validate them, and listen to them. And you'll notice when you establish boundaries and take those things away, that's when the rage occurs. So you stop feeding their ego, you're going to be replaced in a heartbeat. I can guarantee it, because they need that. Then the last thing we'll talk about is the selective truth. Narcissists exaggerate. They blow things out of proportion. They are grandiose. They speak in glittering generalities. And you're often left going, what? This word salad, the selective truth, these half-truths, these lies. They say, like, everyone knows this, or everyone else agrees. Everybody does this. when you're calling them out on things and they're like, everyone does this. It's not me, it's you. And their goal in doing this is to con you in seeing the world their way, into accepting all these horrible things that they're doing to you so that they can get and continue to do what they want. More importantly, their selective truths are attempts to hide any evidence of anything that puts them in a bad light, because they need to be seen in that good light all the time. And underneath all these 8 cons are the narcissist's deep, deep insecurities and inadequacies. Deep, deep down, they are convinced 100% that losing is unacceptable. So they will always craft the situation so that they win and you lose, instead of having it be a win-win. They won't survive without enough attention. That's why they are constantly seeking and receiving all forms and sources of supply. They feel that others are out to get them, and they're not going to let that happen. So they're going to get you before you get them. They see the world as a hostile, kill or be killed environment. This worldview, along with the narcissist's sense of entitlement, leads to posture, pretending, like this hoodwink of the others with this without a second thought. They don't care who they crumple or kill to get what they want. And knowing these cons about a narcissist can help you avoid falling for them. So I hope that that's what this video and this information helps you with. Narcissists are unlikely to change. They can go to therapy. They can tell you all the things that you think that you want to hear from them. You don't have to play their game. The second you stop playing their game, it's a second that everything changes. So I hope you've enjoyed this video about the 8 cons of narcissists, and that it helps you along your journey to healing. If you were looking for a powerful, profound way to heal and go in an even deeper level within yourself after having been with them, let's connect. Please reach out.